Hey, what's up and good morning everybody. Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton again, and now we're going to talk about the qualifying round for the 9-hole cup, the Open Tournament Pro Division. So we shot a -14 here. Good news is in the replays, I do have you a path to a -15 as I did pick up an albatross on hole number 5 on my other account. So you see here we drop hole 1. We drop hole 7 on this account, and again, hole 5 picked up an albatross. So we have a lot of great content here to show you on Pro. Hey, if you're not a subscriber, please become one. That would be awesome. Secondly, if you like my walkthroughs, please take a moment to hit the thumbs up button and give the video a like. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, hole number 1, we're getting a tailwind here, so this is really nice wind. The only thing that we have to remember is just to be really careful on your top spin here because this fairway does roll fast like a lot of fairways in this tournament. As you can see here, I went with full side spin to the right, and we'll check the top spin again as I forgot to pause the video. I do believe I go either 4 or 5 bars of top spin, 3 bars of side spin to the right with the katana only. As you can see here, we get a nice little roll, leaving ourselves plenty of room between the fairway and the rough. Let's go back and check that top spin. Yeah, 5 top. Okay, 5 top, 3 right, we're good to go. Shot number 2, we're gonna go ahead and play this one -10% at minimum. We are playing this one uphill. Again, -10% at minimum distance of our club. You'll check the spin adjustments here. We're gonna go with 1 bar of side spin to the right, combined with 3 bars of backspin. Yellow ring on the rough line, as you can see here. Ball guideline going through the hole, but as you can see, just slightly favoring left-hand side of pin. Here, we do hit the perfect ball, which is obviously extremely crucial. We hit the rough, and we do go in dead center for the eagle on hole number 1. Hole number 2 is going to be 10% at max. We are getting tailwind here, so we're going to play the bounce over shot. And we're going to go with the spin adjustments. It's easier to find if you apply your spin first and then start to move your target around, which you'll see me do here now as I redo my spin. So about 4.1 back, and let's call that 2.7-ish right side spin. Again, 10% at max. You can see where I'm aiming here, short of pin, aiming a little bit right as pin as well, kind of just letting the wind do the work for me. Once I touch down, we hit the perfect ball. And this thing comes in with perfect speed, but we still miss to the left-hand side of the cup. So you're going to need to make a little bit of adjustment on hole number 2 if you're looking to pick up the hole-in-one there. It is a more difficult hole-in-one. The par 3s are pretty challenging on this course, but very, very close for our first looks, and you can tweak it and maybe get it a drop. Hole number 3, we're going to go ahead and play 10% at max with the Kingmaker in direct headwind. This is by far the hardest drive of the tournament. But you're going to see I'm going to use an APOC here for the curl. I'm starting at the +1 yard mark. I'm doing that just so that I can, accurately pull my rings here without pulling into overpower. And then I will use a little bit of overpower, but we are going to go max curl to the left. I even hit a great ball to the left, but still we're okay. We hit 1 fairway. We go to the next fairway, and as you can see, that if I had hit a perfect ball, we'd have been more right-hand side and more center of the fairway. But it's good to know here that a great left does pan out. Now, I also know that I'm playing with an APOC 6. Not everybody has that, and that's okay. You're going to notice here I'm not even using the full top spin. I'm going with 6 bars of top spin. So lower level APOCs, you can easily make this drive as well. Shot number 2 here, 10% at mid. So again, 10% at mid. And you're going to notice here that I do go with some side spin to the left. The first thing that we're going to do to correct this shot is we're going to eliminate the left side spin. You'll also see that I got 2 bars of backspin. I've got no issues with the backspin. My issues come with the side spin to the left. I'm using the fringe as my second bounce to roll towards the pin. To me, that's very important. I think that's going to give us a consistent roll towards the pin. I make my adjustment, do hit the perfect ball, and you can see here, bounce 1, bounce 2 on the fringe. It deadens the ball, but I missed to the left. That's why I want to eliminate the left side spin, and then we'll be more center of cup. Will it drop? I'm not sure, but it has to be closer than what I did since the left spin took me to the left of the hole. Hopefully that makes sense, and I hope you get some good luck on hole number 3. Hole number 4, we're going to go 10% at max, and we are going to switch this out here, I believe, for a Titan once I get to it. I just didn't like the way the katana looked. So let's go ahead. Yep, we're going to swap this out here for a Titan. 6 top, 2 right, orange ring at the rough line like this. 10% at max. I used a little bit of overpower, not a lot, just a little bit of OP. Could have used a little bit more and been all right, but we're just trying to settle up on this fairway here to get us a shot number 2. Shot number 2, I want you to try 5% at mid. Now, I will tell you that I made an accident on this hole. I normally like to play this hole with my Goliath. I feel like that club is best suited for shot number 2 on this hole. I just forgot to change it out. So I have a Grizzly here. The shot that you're seeing is played 10% at mid, but I do want you to try to play at 5%. You're going to see here that the spin adjustment is actually pretty good. Here we're going with 4.5 top, 1 bar of side spin to the right. Yellow ring on the rough like that. Center of cup, ball guideline past the pin. It's a pretty big ring pull here, which is why, you know, as well, I like the Goliath better. But ultimately, we do hit perfect. We are going to learn from this shot that we come into the right of the hole, but we were in the cup and we bounced out. So if we take 5% elevation off the pool, we'll be more center, and we can reduce the top spin by just a little bit. But that shot was very, very close to dropping in the hole for an eagle. All right, here we do pick up an albatross. We're getting direct tailwind, which is awesome. We're just going to go full top, and we're going to go with no side spin at all. And here, all we're looking to do is use the first fairway pad. And I'm going to go here with my yellow ring at the rough line, which is a +7 on an extra mile 9. But as you can see here, I'm just making sure my second bounce is squared up on the 3rd fairway, just like that in the middle. So you see the ball guideline there? That second bounce way up there at the top. We have to be very careful here on the top spin. Again, I have an extra mile 9. My wind is only 5.3 miles an hour. You know, if you get hit with higher wind and you also have an extra mile 9, you got to be careful that you don't go full top spin, because you'll see here this ball really carries. Really any higher wind than this, and we would be in trouble from possibly rolling into the rough, which we just cannot have happen. Shot number 2 is going to be played 10% at max. You can see here I have plenty of distance to work with. I have to go pretty heavy on the backspin here to make this shot work. So we're going to go with 5 bars of backspin. And then we're going to play this one 10% at max. Notice here my landing spot is about half a green square short of the hole, and I'm just favoring the right-hand side of the flagstick. Again, we make our ring pull. Hit a perfect ball. And this thing finds its way home barely on the right-hand side of the cup. So we do pick up a nice little albatross there, and we will take that to hole number 6. Hole number 6, I've got nothing for you. I've got a katana shot here, 40% at max with a sniper, full right, 1.5 back, ball guideline on the green like that. Really, I just need more left curl. Here, I go with 1/4 of a ball of left curl, perfect ball, but this thing is nowhere close. I do know there is a quarterback rough bump on this hole. You know, it would have taken a couple practice shots for me to figure it out. and just wasn't really willing to spend any practice tokens on a 9-hole Cup qualifying round. There definitely is a quarterback rough bump here, but I'm just taking this hole for the birdie, and I'm just calling it a day. All right, hole number 7, we're going to go with our rock slice. 4 bars of top spin, 2 bars of left side spin, white ring on the rough line, as you'll see here. I'll inch it towards there. White ring on the rough, full OP, full curl, full hook. This ball will come from fairway 1, kick the fairway 2, and you get ourselves a nice little bounce and roll onto the fringe, making this a very easy eagle on hole number 7. And then we go to hole number 8. Hole number 8, we're very, very close to the hole-in-one. 20% at max, and yes, I know we are not at max distance of our club, but that's just how we're going to play this hole. 1.5, well, let's call that 1.6 left side spin with 1.8 back. There's a good look at the spin adjustments right there. And then you're going to notice here how weird the ball guideline is, but just trust it, okay? I've got my white ring above the sand line, as you can see, and then I've got the left-hand side of the white ring right up on the rough line, and then my orange ring on the right-hand side of the rough. That's a lot of landmark positions, but remember, orange ring, right-hand side of the rough, white ring, left-hand side of the rough, and then the white ring above the sand trap, just like this, all right? There's what the ball guideline looks like. Here we begin, 20% at max. Perfect ball. Very close here. So what can we do? We can move our target over to the right a little bit, which is what I would recommend, or if you want it to, or if it's easier for you, okay? If it's easier for you to write down and remember the landmarks, so, you know, red ring, right hand rough, white ring, left hand rough. If that's easier for you to remember, set your spin just like mine, find the landing spot, then take maybe 0.2 or 0.3 left side spin off. You could try that. I don't know what will happen, but in my head, I feel like that would work out better, okay? Sometimes I guess right, sometimes I don't. But either way, we're super close to a hole-in-one on hole number 8. Not going to see a lot of opponents pick up that hole-in-one. So if you pick it up, hats off to you. Big, big advantage. All right, hole number 9. This is one, again, we've got to watch the top spin. 7.2 mile per hour tailwind. That's at the top echelon of what we're going to get in pro with a Titan ball. Now, here you're going to see I've got the red ring up on the rough line at the plus 12 yard mark. I'm going to go with about 3/4 of a ball of curl to the right. I do hit a great left here, which is good. I like that I hit a great left because we know that even with a great left, we're not going to go into the sand with the proper spin adjustments and ring pull. But you can see we do get over close to the sand, but really we have a lot of room between fairway and sand. I'm using my Cataclysm here as my wood club. I'm playing this one 0% at max. I played it 10% at max on my other account with the same setup, and I did clip the rough, which stinks, so I did birdie this hole on one account. But I made my adjustment here to compensate for that. So 0% at max. Almost a full ball of curl. Perfect ball. And you'll see this one does come in very nicely and sits on the fringe for a very easy chip in for the eagle on hole number 9. Please take a moment to hit the thumbs up. Let me know how you do in the comments, and then I will see you on Saturday for the final round. Thanks, everyone.